Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of The Fishing Blow. Hopefully you guys are having a good week so far. This week we finally got back into the gear of things after the crazy internet stuff that happened last week. So let's go ahead and cover some of the top news of the week, shall we? First things first, we had an exclusive clip via Twitch for a film called Memories of the Sword. It's a film that Logo USA is bringing, and so far, it looks really, really good. It's going to be a Korean period film, but I feel like it's one that's more artsy than, say, realistic, so it may have potential to grab a lot of people's attention. I don't know how good the movie is, if it's released in Korea already or not, but I am really curious about it, and hopefully since Logo USA is coming out with it, we'll be able to see it sooner than later, and I'll let you guys know what I think about it in the near future. Okay, next up, we have some really exciting news about Mike Mo, who you guys may remember as Ryu from Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. He is actually in the running to play Bruce Lee for a film called Birth of the Dragon. Now, this isn't the one that's kind of been, like, recently reported, like the huge biopic, but it is one that's going to take place over Bruce Lee's, like, his 20s and 30s, so kind of like when he's younger. I think it would be really cool to see Mike play this character, and obviously he's really excited about it. He's kind of been trying to garner support for it, so if you guys want to see how you can support him so that he can get that role, there's some hashtags and things like that in the article itself. But yeah, Mike is a really talented guy. He did a really good job in Street Fighter, and I'm sure he will do very, very well as Bruce Lee. Hopefully he can bring something a little bit different to the plate, and we can learn a little bit more about Bruce Lee, but at the same time, I understand if some of you guys are tired of like Bruce Lee themed anything. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think that we should continue to make Bruce Lee like based films, or should we just kind of like let it be, acknowledge the fact that he was an amazing person and just kind of move forward? I don't know, but it's just kind of something that constantly comes out. There's always biographies and stories about Bruce Lee, and I don't know how much you can really cover before it becomes like completely repetitive, because the man only lived, you know, one life, and so you can't like retell that same life over and over again before people were like, yeah, I knew that, yeah, I heard about that, yeah, we all know, blah blah blah. So anyways, hopefully they can inject something new and interesting in that, but if they do, I really hope they do choose to go forward with Mike. Okay, next up we had a teaser trailer for a film called Tracer. Now this is a new film that's coming out, which I absolutely love to cover new stuff because, you know, we don't want to do the same things over and over again. But this one actually stars Maria Tran, which you guys may remember me covering her a few years ago, but she's been very, very hard at work, and this teaser trailer looks really promising. Like, I don't know too much about Tracer itself, but it should be kind of like in production now. If they put as much effort into the action as they did in the teaser, then there's really going to be some quality action sequences, and I really think it's going to be a solid action film. So if you guys want to see something new with someone new, be sure to check out that Tracer teaser. That's kind of a tongue twister if you say it too quick. Okay, next up, we got some news about Blade, but it is kind of something that's dividing people. I am on the okay side of it, but I understand people who aren't, so let me go ahead and give you guys the rundown on it. There is going to be another Blade film, but it is set to coincide with the release of a new comic that's come out that follows Blade's daughter. Now, she's 16 years old, and a new enemy appears that Blade thinks is unkillable. He thinks they're like immortal, and so he has to call in the help of his daughter to help him tackle these new enemies, and that's kind of where it starts. Now, I can see why some people are against the fact that like it's not Blade-centered, but the fact that Blade is still in it, I think leads to the idea that Wesley Snipes could come back as Blade for the Marvel Universe. Now, it is kind of a mixed thing, but this is actually something fresh and new, not a retread, you know? It's not like they have to relaunch the Blade franchise. Everybody knows that Wesley Snipes played Blade, and that he did a really good job of it. So I feel like it's a natural progression, like story-wise, that we've had like 1, 2, and 3. We've had this gap since the last Blade film, so we could be like, oh yeah, he had a daughter now, and this is what he's doing. And it's a way to introduce the character to a new audience while still making it fresh. Now, the other thing that's really awesome about this is, since it's a daughter and not a son, you can actually add some new female talent to it and make a very, very cool female lead who can fight and hold her own. I think it's a really promising idea, and I really hope they continue forward with it. I may check out the comics when they come out later this year to see how the storyline is, but as of right now, at least from what I'm imagining in my head, I think it could be a really solid action film, and hopefully we'll be able to learn more about it in the near future. Okay, and lastly, we're going to go way back once again, because there is a third XXX movie coming out, and Vin Diesel is going to be reprising his role. It's called XXX 3, The Return of Xander Cage, and they're apparently going to start filming here very, very soon. Now, I don't know if you guys remember the Triple X films, because that was right around, I think, when the first Fast and Furious came out, and then the second one came out, that Ice Cube in it, which wasn't as good, but they could be trying to revamp the Triple X franchise just like they did with Fast and Furious. If so, would you guys like to see that, or is that, again, a movie that you're just like, you know what, Triple X was good, 2 was kind of awful, and let's just move on from there? Or would you guys be okay if they did this? It would be a whole nother series and franchise that they could reboot and start again, and we may see, like, Triple X 7 in the next few years. Who knows what's going to happen? But anyways, I do have fond memories of the original Triple X. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I'd have to watch it again to refresh my memory. But it might be cool. It might be a good thing to see Vin Diesel kind of like reprising all of his roles since he's done Fast and Furious and Pitch Black and all of that. Why not do Triple X? Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments as well. Okay, and lastly, I did a review for Redeemer. It was about time I redeemed myself and did a review because I've had so many issues. We did the Police Story Lockdown review re-release, which some people were for and against, which is totally fine. And then my internet went down, and so I wanted to catch up on news, so I didn't do a review last week. So I finally did a review for Redeemer. Now, I don't want to say too much about it, but if you guys are interested in it, or if you guys are Marco Zaror fans, please check out my review and see what you think about the film. If you've seen it, let me know if you agree or not, and whether or not you are excited about the film as well. I think Marco is a very, very talented person. I hope we'll be able to see some of his other projects in the upcoming weeks, because he's done some really, really interesting stuff, if you guys remember. So hopefully we'll be able to see some more stuff from him. But yeah, be sure to check out my review for The Redeemer, and let me know what you guys think about it in the comments as well. Okay. Anyways, I think that is actually all I have for this week. It's been kind of a crazy week getting caught back up and getting back into the rhythm of things, so hopefully next week will be a nice smooth transition back to normalcy, and I'll be able to get back onto it and kind of continue forward with the things that I want to do with the website and things like that. But anyways, you guys are absolutely awesome. I really do appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is K Miller, and this week has been finished.